I'm live. Hi, guys. Let me just sit and wait for this to build up. All right, go online. Let me do my call. Hello, hello, hello. Who do we have here now? How is everyone doing this afternoon? You can go ahead and let's talk in the comment section. Yeah, up and ready. I try to get used to this live stream thing. I try to be warm and sit here for a couple minutes because it's like soon bedtime for me. Got work tomorrow. Let me just send this out to say I'm live. Okay. So how is everyone doing wherever they are or wherever you are right now? My Sunday evening is just pretty much chill. It's like after 8 in the night for me right now. So it was just a chill day for me, chill day off, and I'm just here. Gonna spend a few minutes on this live before I go to bed. So I will just be here just to have a little chit chat. And who knows, I mean, if I feel inspired tonight, if I feel up to it tonight, I may just do a random giveaway or something. Who knows? But let's see. I have a giveaway coming up shortly on my channel. I think it is supposed to be sometime in April, I think. Don't remember the date. I would have to check back on it. But I do have a scheduled giveaway coming up. I will see how that goes then. There's just a couple of things that persons would have to do in order to qualify for that giveaway. So once those conditions are met, then I will go through that. But while I'm doing these lives, sometimes I may just have an impromptu giveaway on the live stream. Not that you have to do anything special. It's just gonna be just one of these times when I feel led to, then I'll just have like a random giveaway. Yeah. So I see I have 2 persons online at the moment. Give this live a thumbs up. I think in order to give the live a thumbs up, you have to like close the live chat for a while and then give the video the thumbs up and then you go back onto live chat. I think that's how it works to give the to give the live a thumbs up. Or I think you can do it after anyway, but if you do it while I'm live, I think more persons would probably be notified that I'm live and would be able to join. Yeah. I know I have 3 persons joining me. Okay, hi Violet, how are you? I'm from Trelawney. Where in Jamaica are you from? This one's silent. Okay. Negril. I think I've been to Negril once or twice. Yeah. On the coast. Nice to have you. Nice to have you, Negril, in the house. Presently, I don't. Answering to Violet, presently I don't. But from time to time, if I have to, then I have no choice. But presently, I don't. But you know, you're being exposed daily, whether it being at work, whether it being on the road, in the supermarket, or we presently still in lockdown. So pretty much the only place that I really go outside of the only place I go outside of work is really like supermarket really. So you still can get exposed there and stuff like that. Just have to be just cautious and practice what they say, face, space, hands, you sanitize and wash your hands as often. You keep a distance at least 2 meters away from persons, and just basically do that, wear face mask and stuff. Hi, Tasha David. Nice to have you. Nice to have you. What's a Sunday like for everyone else? I just know that I'm just here, just relaxing, nothing too serious. Tomorrow is work again. So I just here chilling just a moment before I go to bed, talking to my subscribers and seeing how everyone is keeping. Are you going to take the vaccine if it's not mandatory for your work? Presently, I am not sure of it being mandatory for right now. I have taken it as yet, pretty much because I wasn't at work the day that it was being done. So maybe that's why I didn't take it, because I wasn't gonna go in just to do that on that day. I don't know of it being mandatory as yet, but I think eventually they will want to make it mandatory everywhere, which is kind of the scary part, because at the end of the day, I think people should basically have a choice. But I know definitely for travel, a lot of places is gonna require you to show proof that you actually have it in order to travel and stuff like that. But for work, I don't know if it been mandatory yet. I guess because they're still just in the mode of rolling it out. So they're trying to target the elderly, persons who work with the elderly, persons who are like on the front line and stuff like that. So it's not really fully out there as yet, like to say, well, everybody has access to it. So, like when you're growing up and you have to get certain vaccine like BCG and MMR and all those ones, which technically, if you don't let your children get it, it can become a criminal offense if they don't get it and stuff like that. It's not at that stage yet. I think pretty much because still a lot of persons still don't have access to it or like that as it. But it will be just like even like with the flu vaccine. Pretty much you're encouraged to have it or you're encouraged to get it, but it wasn't really mandatory, because to this day I have never taken a flu vaccine. Pretty much because I'm not even one who gets flu very often. If I do have flu, it's probably like maybe like one time for the year, which is not really bad. So I just happen to always escape not getting it. Yeah, so I think probably people should really have a choice, but then if it becomes mandatory, what are we gonna do? Sundays come here in JA, I would imagine. Usually it's pretty much Sunday afternoon. Hey, David, like literally today I was just browsing on Facebook, and then I happened to see Christ Tabernacle was having their first, what you call it, their first live stream. I think that was so good because like on a Sunday, where you're not able to fellowship as usual, like when you go into your regular church and stuff like that. It's actually nice to see because I've always been seeing other people's churches and things, but to see the church I actually grew up in and everything like that was able to like have their first live stream. I think that was just so great. So I was able to join in that today. Um, Janice, nice to have you. Finally, finally, finally. I don't think they can make compulsory as there are no long-term study result. Definitely, and that's the thing about it because even like right now, like it's just a matter of to say that, well, you're less likely to get COVID and it only offers X amount of protection presently or anything like that. It's not like say if you get the vaccine, like you will not ever get COVID. You understand? So we'll see how it goes. Yeah. My cousin will quit her nursing job in Canada if they make it mandatory. And then at the end of the day, as I say, like I really think people should have a choice. So it shouldn't even come down to the point where people are gonna have to start quitting their jobs and stuff like that because of it being, mandatory and stuff like that. But let's just hope it doesn't really get to that. All right. My friends who are here, don't forget to give this live a thumbs up. I see I have it's fluctuating between 5 and 7 persons. I have a thumbs up so far. Anyone who's here, go ahead and give this live a thumbs up so that other persons can get the alert and join. Yeah, it's coming right along. Coming right along. But I mean, things have changed so much. Like, who would know that the world would be like this today? But I guess it's just reality. We just have to just work along with it and just hope for the best. What's my favorite Jamaican dish? All right, my favorite Jamaican dish is, well, there was a time when I didn't eat ackee because I think the very first couple of times that I had it, I used to like react to it so badly. So like as a maybe from anywhere from about 8 into my adult years, I didn't eat it up until about 4 years ago when I migrated to Bahamas. Like I used to just see it and be like, oh, it's looking so good. And like usually every time I have it, I would have vomiting and diarrhea and stuff like that. And then I'm like, no man, I need to try this again. So there was a time when I was off like for 4 days and I had I visited Jamaica and I brought back some ackee with me. And I was on 4 days off. So I said, I'm going to try this. So on the very first day off, I said, I'm going to have it just in case of anything. And pretty much I tried it then and nothing happened. So everything was good. And like since then, I probably would say that, of course, ackee and saltfish is my favorite with like some breadfruit, like when your breadfruit roast and then you fry it after. I like that. So like especially like for breakfast, I really love that. Like roast the breadfruit and then fry it. Then with some ackee and saltfish. I love that. Um, Thanks for the thumbs up, Janice. Thank you so much. I can't pronounce your name, Janice. I can't pronounce your surname. I mean, I don't know how to pronounce your surname. But thanks for that thumbs up. And it's really nice, to have you all on here just to have a little talk. Because, even so, sometimes, like I would post videos from time to time, but sometimes when I'm posting the videos, sometimes it's like when persons, like most of my subscribers, are not even on YouTube at that time. So by the time they probably get to comment on the video, I probably sleeping or I'm at work or something. But like this is actually a good way just to interact with my friends and family who are a part of this YouTube family, just to have little talks here and there. Listen, Jenny's here in the UK. Dish. Okay, so it's Jenny's Dish. Dish. Okay, I guess I get that. Listen, this weather, I don't think anyone, if you are in the UK and you got used to this weather, thumbs up to you. But I don't think anyone can get used to this weather. Cause trust me, like in the house, like right now, I'm sitting close to the heater right now. I just touch it because I turn it up because I think it was just a little too cold. And I'm wearing this turtleneck, long sleeve, and I still feel a little cold. And to be honest, I have on a underblouse under this. This is a very, what should I say? It's cotton, but it's that sweater kind of material. And then in addition to that, I have on this over it. And the way I'm feeling right now, I feel like I probably would have even gotten a shawl or something to put over this because like I like being warm, but pretty much it's not that bad though. It's not really that bad being inside. Inside I'm perfectly fine. It's when I step outside is another story. So usually when I'm going outside, I make sure that I sometimes have on gloves and I would, like put on my hat and all the whole works. Give me a moment. Let me just check on something. Yeah, so pretty much that's it as it regards for the weather for me. Like I'm trying to cope though. To be honest, since I've been here since October last year. I made a runny nose, but I think it's like when I'm outside, like when it gets extremely cold, my nose may run a bit, or my eyes may run water a bit and stuff, but I've not really been sick. Cause sometimes when persons um like when you change when you have like a change of weather, change of climate, some people tend to get sick and stuff like that. I haven't. But I really try to do, I don't do it every day, which I know I'm supposed to. I try to take my vitamins and stuff. All right. Okay. Nice to know you're in the UK. So technically I have company. I have some UK company over here. Do you date overseas cultural differences, overseas men versus Jamaican men? Well, as I said, I only got here October and I was on 2 weeks quarantine when I just came in. Then from quarantine, I did a COVID test and then I started working like a couple of days after that. Then shortly after I started working and shortly after I started working, we moved right into a lockdown. Then after the lockdown, I think we were open for a bit. Not very long though, because by the time I started, like going to a few places and stuff like that, then came the lockdown again. So as it regards to dating, I have absolutely no idea about dating in the dating overseas. Well, let me say about UK. I mean, I would have been in Bahamas previously, but I think dating overseas is a whole different ball game. Cultural differences as it can play a lot. I mean, because I would have been in the Bahamas before I came here, and even though it was Caribbean, but then certain things are still just feel differently. Um, Overseas men and Jamaican men, I can't compare UK men to Jamaican men, as I said, because I don't have much experience in that regard. I haven't been anywhere, absolutely anywhere. I've been just home, work, home. Anytime I go on the road, most time is just always for food or essentials or pretty much something having to do with, like work per se. Yeah. And so that's about it where that is concerned for me. Eventually, after being here, and then I will eventually, after this whole lockdown, I will be going out and I'll be exploring, and then I'll be able to make good comparisons, which I can talk about at a later time. I'm in London, so south, where it's usually warmer. Okay. Well, where I'm at, hold where I'm at, I am in the Newcastle area, and I think it's northeast, according to the map or whatever. I'm in the northeast area. Basically, like even before I came here, when I told persons where I'm coming, they'd be like, "Oh, you're up north, you're gonna be cold." Like, so I literally started dreading it before I even came here because I was hearing that, oh my God, up north is cold. But yeah, I came to London, when was it? I think in November last year, but it was just like for about 3 days, 4 days and 3 nights because I had a training there. So it was just coming in because it was still in lockdown. So pretty much from I got to the place, I got to the venue where we were having the training. We had to stay there. So it's not like we could go anywhere because nowhere was open. It was just training, and then from the training, straight back to the train station to head home. So I haven't really, even though I've been to London, but I haven't gotten a chance to like go anywhere, do anything. So I'm really looking forward to like after this whole thing settle down and people are able to start going about their business like normal. Like I'm really looking forward to exploring. Northeast has a beautiful wild coast. Tell me about it. Other day I went walking on the coastline, and it was an amazing view, but it was very cold. I was like, literally, I was there thinking, do people actually even go in this water? Because I don't think if I live, if I even live here, I even don't see myself like literally going in that water. I'm like, I think that water would be too cold for any human being. It's been lovely to chat with you, but I got to do my check. Okay, it was really nice having you also. I mean, you've always been on like as soon as I post my videos, you're right there supporting my videos and stuff like that. So yeah, and I know you were looking forward to this live stream because you have missed too. It was so nice to have you tonight. Any experience with Bahamian men versus Jamaican men? I've not had a serious relationship with any Bahamian men, so like I can't really make a comparison either. I've only been on dates where dates just going out for drinks or food or whatever, no serious relationship. So I can't make a comparison there. But in terms, as in where relationship wise, but I don't think I would like it wasn't I think it was something that I wouldn't really be interested much in anyway, because as I said, cultural differences sometimes can um or sometimes the way you view things, or maybe because it was my first time, like, traveling outside of Jamaica then, and pretty much closed-minded, so I wasn't really open to a lot of exploring and stuff like that. Life with Chrisanne. Hi, nice to have you, Life with Chrisanne. What I'll do, I need to probably like, oh, I don't have a pen. I need to probably like write down some stuff. Like, I need to look for Life of Chrisanne. I don't know if I have you here. Life of Chrisanne. Life with Chrisanne. KRIS. Things that's Life is Chrisanne. I'm gonna check you out on YouTube shortly. Violet went to London a few years ago to see friends. Okay. Um, well, that's lovely. As I said, I just been there just for training and back. So it was like just nothing. The only place I've been to eat was even McDonald's, because where I was, it was like in the middle of nowhere. It was at Watford. And where they put us to stay, it felt like literally in the middle of nowhere. So the only place that was close to eat was like a McDonald's, and pretty much nowhere else was open. So yeah, I look forward to going there, just even for like 2 days or so. Tasha and David, are you still here? Tasha and David, one of these days we're gonna do like a collab video, or a collab where we go live together or something like that. I think there's a way to do it, but I'm not sure since I'm just getting into this, because that would be nice also, because you will have your audience, I have my audience, and then joining together and just having like a little collab, a live collab kind of thing. I think there's a way to do it. I'm really not sure, but eventually I'll definitely learn about it. I only stayed in Bahamas 2 days, but the vibe was a bit cold. Listen, I mean, to be honest, for a Caribbean country, I thought um, the reception to fellow Caribbeans would have been a little warmer, but it wasn't, as I would have thought. But nonetheless, to be honest, like, I usually find good in every experience that I have, nonetheless. So regardless of that, I still made sure I made the best of the time that I was there. I gained a lot more experience working as a nurse there. Because when I was in Jamaica, I was working at what was it, type C or B? I think I was working at a type, yeah, B or C hospital. So eventually when I started working, at that type A hospital, that biggest hospital, pretty much that they have, I gained a lot more experience, hands-on experience and stuff like that, work-wise. In terms of stuff to do, the place is not very big. So it's like after a while, you would feel like you would have done it all. So like there's not really much, like places to go and stuff like that. Unless eventually you want to go to the same place over and over. But in terms of, I know they have nice beaches and stuff like that. A lot of places where you can, like go for food and to stuff to do stuff like that. But really, as I said, the place is small. So like when you live there after a while, you would feel like you would have done it all. Yeah. We're on a next device. Yeah, as I said, I'm not sure. I've seen I think well, I guess we can always YouTube that. How to go live with another person, like in another location or something like that. I think there's a way to do it, but I'm just not sure now. But we will find that out when the time comes. And if you want to know, how long I was trying for this live thing to set up this live thing, but it would just never work, but nothing before the time. Nothing before the time. I'm trying to multitask. I guess eventually with time, like I'll get more used to going live and be able to navigate my way around. Because to be honest, other than me seeing myself on the screen, I see the amount of time that I'm gone so far. I can see the amount of people on. I can see the amount of thumbs up. I can see the live chat in one corner. Pretty much, I really don't know anything else. But it's all a learning process because even when I just started YouTube, there was so much I didn't know. Like in terms of, I've been using my phone to film, but my very first few videos, I used to wonder how did I end up getting the side on the screens black, and I'm like, I didn't like that. All to find out that I was holding the phone this way when I was vlogging. So eventually, I learned that I need to hold the phone this way in order to get like a full screen effect and stuff like that. And then as time goes by, I eventually, learn a little more in terms about editing and stuff. Is the healthcare system better? Um, well, I was saying, is it better than Jamaica? Because, or where is it better than? Or where would I be comparing it to? Is it Jamaica? Because at the end of the day, um, it's like a give and take. There are certain things, I guess, because I was working, and then probably sometimes depends on where you work, as I think pretty much like when you work like in a type A facility and you probably have access to more things or to more services in the facility that you work. Now, I do know that Jamaica do have like some private facilities like what is it called? Hospital down in Mobe area, and you would have University Hospital, which I have never been, like in terms of to see what services they have and what services they offer and stuff like that. So I don't want to really compare it to say Bahamas is better because I still don't know about some of the things that Jamaica has in terms of the facilities and where healthcare is right now because I haven't been working there for the last 4 years. So I think I wouldn't want to compare it if I haven't been there in the last 4 years to say things probably could have improved and stuff like that. It's just that certain things would have been a little better for me then because like certain things like I remember when I was working as a nurse, for example, like when I given medication. So you give a person the tablets and you would have some little cups that you would pour the water into to give the patient with the medicine. I know that we had to wash those cups, to get it to use again. So say for example, you're serving um, medication 3 times for the shift. You're serving medication in the morning, you have to make sure you wash your cups, put them to dry so you can have it for the next time. And then pretty much is a continuous cycle. So you have to keep washing those cups. And, of course, with in good sanitary means and stuff like that. But that was a thing then, but then having gone elsewhere, pretty much I just throw the cups. So you use it's like you just throw it away. I was used to um like when you nebulize persons like that nebulizing chamber, that thing where the medication is in, the mask and stuff, like we usually have to wash those so that put them to dry to use them again. But then having worked elsewhere, you just throw them away because they're just one use. I mean, even though it's pretty much the same thing that you have been used to, but you don't recycle them, you don't wash them, you're not required to. So, like in terms of certain things, it would be okay to say, yeah, they have certain kind of resources and whatever the case might be. Um, the system, there would have been a lot of stuff that you would have access to. So, like in a hospital per se, you're there, you can basically you get an X-ray, you can get a mammogram, you can get your CT brain, you can get um, ultrasound, you can get your echocardiogram. So there would have been so much services offered in the same place. Whereas in Jamaica, I'm not sure if in one place you can get pretty much so much services. If there is, you can let me know. I really don't know. As I said, maybe like in the government facilities, you probably wouldn't find that, but maybe in the private facilities, you could, maybe hospital or like a UE or whichever other private places they have where you probably can get a lot of these services all in one place. So yeah. So if I was to compare it to where I used to work first and then what I was used to afterwards, then I could say yeah, certain things were a little better. Jamaica has a whopping 722 new cases of this serious. Let me say again, I mean, it's so good. Or I really appreciate everyone who are like literally sitting down at their whether your computer or your phone or whatever device you're watching this on right now. It's so nice to all have you here. Tell person how to comment. You mean also comment on the live video? Well, to comment on the live video, I think what needs to happen is that, hold on, when you click on the live, right, there is where the thumbs up and the thumbs down, then there's a section called live chat. So that is where you would actually click on to say, hold on. Battery's getting low. Yeah. So that is where you would click on. Let me see if I can pull it up on the phone. All right. It's too bright. I think it's too bright. Let me turn down the brightness on the phone. I think it's a little too bright. But it is somewhere below here where you have the thumbs up, the thumbs down, and then there's a little area that says live chat. So that is where you would click on, and then you are able to see other people's comment, and then you can actually type your comment there. All right. Or persons can actually, like, instead of doing it there, I think after the video is posted, like persons who miss the live can actually go to comment regularly, you know, because the video would be saved. So then you can actually comment on the video, right? So that's how it works to comment. Hey girl, nice to catch it. Yeah, nice to have you too. Nice to have you. Like, I mean, this is what my third attempt at going live, trying to learn how this thing work. Before I didn't know how it works. It was like a little challenge. Like I tried to go before, but it wasn't allowing me. But these last couple of days, I've been getting on. So I'm trying to get better at this. Not really much of a public speaker and thing, but I'm trying. And then another thing too, like I realize that some people don't even know when they're not. So say for example, someone send you the link to watch a video. Now, if you open the link, I think through WhatsApp or through Facebook, if you're not signed in, you won't, like, if you want to like the video, it won't register because it will tell you that you're not signed in, and pretty much like that. So in order to be able to like a video, I think even in order to even comment on the video, you have to actually sign in. All right. So yeah, just make sure that you are signed in if you want to like do your thumbs up and stuff like that, because sometimes that's why persons are not able to like the video. And to I think that you can comment in live chat, but like to comment regularly on a regular video, you won't be able to if you're not signed in. Interesting. How about compared to the UK? Now, UK is a whole different ball game in terms of healthcare. Like, I don't work in the public system, which is the National Health Service. I do work private, but I can still I know enough to say that I think they have an excellent healthcare system here. Like pretty much when I was in even Bahamas, like I used to tell myself that I really don't want to get sick, or I can't afford to get sick, because like I think healthcare was just so expensive, like in terms of just doing regular stuff. Like um if I'm just sick, like you're not feeling well, like they would tell me that based on the contract, that they would tell you that, oh, you have access to free healthcare at government facilities. But pretty much me going there, even though I work there, is not that when you go there, like they're gonna say, "Oh, she works here, so let me just see her," and then just forget about who else is there. No, you pretty much would have to wait your time, and at the end of the day, um, certain things you're still gonna have to go pay for your medications, or if you require tests, you gotta go pay for your tests and stuff like that, whatever you need to get done. And like when I think about the wait time, I would just go private. And then to go private, it would have been so expensive because, for example, like in Jamaica, I don't know what's the cost now, but I remember probably the last time that I actually went to a regular, for a regular checkup at a doctor in Jamaica at the time, I think it was about $3,000 at the time 'cause it was just a regular general checkup. And I don't know what it is now, even if it is 4,000, 5,000 for a regular visit. I don't know. You could tell me. But like some places, depends on where you go, it can be a good 100 US just to see the doctor, just to see them. Like that doesn't include no medication or anything. You understand? And then pretty much, I remember one of the places that I've been once, like when I went there, they told me that they needed my card to pay a deposit of 100 US. And they tell me that, okay, the amount I pay is going to be dependent on what the doctor does. You understand? So they're saying that I could possibly pay more. I'm like, okay, this don't sound safe because imagine if you don't even have any money per se, like, like too much money or stuff like that. And to hear that, okay, you don't even know what your bill is going to be like because depending on what the doctor decides to do, it may cost more. So I think healthcare was like very expensive in the Bahamas. Here it's a whole different ball game. Like I am registered with the National Health Service, so pretty much it would have been like a requirement. Like when you're gonna migrate, there's usually a fee that you would pay. What they call it, I don't remember the name of the fee, but basically when you pay that fee, it would entitle you to get your healthcare services or having access to the healthcare services. But because there was a change recently, so when you come into the UK on the health and care visa, on the um they call it the health and care visa, I think now. Pretty much the cost for that health certain immigration health surcharge they call it has been waived, so we don't pay that fee anymore. And then pretty much you have access to, you know, general health services. I don't know exactly what. Maybe some things definitely like specialist stuff you would have to pay, but like just general stuff is pretty much free. In the US, far more to go to the ER. You best be here as an urgent care. It's not an emergency. And I can imagine like who wants like imagine you not feeling well and to have to sit, like just for hours, just there. Like you don't even know what time you're gonna get seen and that type of thing. Sometimes it's just in your best interest to just spend your money and go see a private doctor. Like here in the UK, what I find though is like it's mostly National Health Service. Like it is actually hard to find like a private practice because other day I wanted to get something done, and because of the whole COVID situation, they're saying that if it's not something urgent, they're not gonna see you in the National Health Service. So like you can't just decide that you can't just tell them that you need an appointment for something that is not urgent. They're really not gonna see you. So I was trying to find like a private place um to get something done. And it was like so hard. I was like on Google searching and searching, and I was calling like a million places, and like pretty much sometimes even when I do see a number and I call, when I call the number and then like I would hear the recording, it still sound like it's National Health Service, like they work with National Health Service. Yeah. Mhm. Well, I'm gonna spend probably like another 10 minutes on. It's after 9, so I'll spend another 10 minutes online and then I will retire um, because I have like my whole 12 hours coming up tomorrow. And I'm one individual who feel like she need 8 hours sleep to function effectively. I feel like when I don't get 8 hours sleep, like my next like the day after that, like to go to work, I feel like I can't make it. I don't know if anybody else here feel like that. A nurse like me, do you feel like that? Like when like you're working tomorrow, you have a 12-hour shift coming up, like how much hours sleep on average do you think you need to function? I think I need my all 8 hours to function effectively. When I don't get my all 8 hours, I am not my best person. I'm not my best self the next day. So pretty much like if I get into bed like say for 10 p.m. By 6 a.m. I'll be fine. 10 to 6, that's 8 hours, yeah. Yeah, I've had 8 hours sleep in there. Maybe I even have more than that eight because what happens with me now with this whole lockdown, um, say for example, like the days when I'm off. On my off days, I know that I don't have to get up early. So I'll just sleep in late. And then I have all intentions of staying up late to be productive. Because sometimes I'm be like, oh, I have my 3 days off. I'm gonna film some videos. I'm gonna edit some videos. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that and whatever. But then it's only a thought. Like literally, what happens is that I keep procrastinating, and then sleep happen to get most of the time. And because I sleep so much, then I don't get to do other things because I'll plan to stay up late and then I'll be like, let me just lay down for 5 minutes, and that 5 minutes turn into hours. I guess, and then it depends too, like, well, that's for me, like right now, just being by myself, even right now, that sleep is what I will do mostly. So, like, especially, like, when was the last time I worked? I worked yesterday. So, like, when I came home, I just put my clothes in the machine, same time, and pretty much so I get my laundry out the way, right, spot on. Um, I try to clean as I go along, in the kitchen, in the bathroom, everywhere, and try to keep the place as tidy as possible because I really don't want this whole bulk of work. I don't want to feel like I have to be cleaning a whole day type of thing, just so that each day I feel like I can get as much sleep as I want. Mm. And then I have this yawning thing. I feel it coming on. Like, I don't know if anybody else have this. Like, sometimes when I yawn, one time I feel like I can't stop yawning. I be yawning, yawning. Like, you think I'm either starving or you think I am so tired. And sometimes it is neither of the two. I think sometimes it probably even just boredom. And there's like me, have you ever gone live? I mean, like for me right now, I think this is like because this is pretty much I've been on here for like 55 minutes. So I'm gonna spend another 5 minutes, which makes it like an hour. So I'll pretty much leave these videos on the channel. So this can help with my watch time and stuff. Yeah, at first I thought it was like challenging because I was trying to like get on like so many times. Not even this year, probably like even last year. I don't know if it was a computer I was using then or what, but eventually I said, let me try again. And then I've been getting on these last couple of days. It's not bad actually. I know that I actually have, people conversing with in the live chat and stuff. So it's like I'm actually it feels like I'm having a conversation. So even though I'm here alone, it still feels like I'm having a conversation with somebody beside me. It's just I'm talking to my audience. It doesn't feel bad. Um, Maybe it would be like more exciting. Like what I'll probably do is like um, I'll probably plan for the lives um, probably plan different topics from time to time and then have schedule lives. So like maybe like I'll probably um say that I would go live say every Sunday night or every Saturday night. So it's like my schedule type of thing. Like my friends would know my schedule. So you would kind of have some kind of consistency and just not going random because sometimes the random lives not gonna really work based on the time difference. And then I was telling Tasha and David earlier that we probably can do like some kind of because I think there's a way in which you can like do like a live stream with another YouTuber. So like I would be here on the screen and then they will be up on the screen in another corner. So like persons can actually watch. I don't know how to put it. So basically it would be like just like when you have a video call with somebody or like if you have a conference call or something like that. I'm gonna figure out how to do that. Hey Amit, hello, how are you? Have you ever killed bug? What bug? Can you tell the story? I don't understand. What bug? A bug, an insect? I don't have a story about killing a bug. No, I don't have a story about killing a bug. No. All right, guys, it was really nice having you here tonight, talking and having a little conversation. It's about that time. I need to retire, so we'll definitely schedule this for another time. Yeah, this Eva spam. Yes, Tashawn, it was really nice having you here. Yeah, nurse like me, they always sometimes they just find your stuff and just spam it with all sort of stuff, but that's fine. I guess when I'm going live next time, I'll add some moderators to help me out in the live chat section and stuff like that. Okay. So until I go live again, I will see you all. Yeah, next time. Bye.